Well, I'll do one more as I sit here. So continue with the prostitution. Women over there were very much aware of how things went. In fact, they told me every step of the way. You know, your stuff is thrown on the street. You don't have a place to live. Most of them were on medication, and I'm not knocking it. I think a lot of it's deliberate by the establishment here, by the hospital. I mean, the first thing when they want to do is give you medication, but what happens is they don't, it's to continue to keep you on that. There's no services to get your life started again. I was talking about that. His aunt, I took care of for 20 years. She was mentally ill. We maintained her in her house for 20 years. Irene did very well. She was on lithium. They were very ashamed. They didn't talk about it a lot. There was a lot of shame attached to it, which there shouldn't be, but that's the case here. But it's very discriminatory against certain people. Certain people can have mental health issues and be on medication, and it's okay. Whereas other people, they're forced into prostitution or they're forced on the street. Irene did very well until they wanted to, they wanted all her assets. So my ex and his brother switched up their medications with this du jour and this 9-in over at Hillcrest. And all of a sudden, she can't even function. She's incompetent. She's crying. She's having more medical conditions. There's a big family fight. So on and on. And this was the same thing at the jail. Women were complaining. They would deny their meds. They wouldn't be able to get SSI. They would even have more health problems. I met women that had gastric bypass, like my sister-in-law, constantly, being stalked around the city by police. My sister-in-law ended up dying because of this filthy nonsense. And this all contributes to it. I mean, you can't just keep stalking someone around the city and throwing them here and there and without complications. There were women pleading for SSI over at the jail, and they weren't getting any help or services.